And I thought I'd bring you guys in on what I'm up to today, or possibly what I'm not up to. I've got other jobs to go on with, but yeah, a little bit stressed at the moment because when machines are down, it's not an opportune time, and at the moment I'm just absolutely getting pounded with work at the moment, which is great, but as long as the jobs are going out as quick as they're coming in, which is unfortunately not happening at the moment, and having my CNC mill out of action is not helping anything. But it's not a major problem to fix. It's just having the time to do the job. Had my Siemens guy here to do a diagnostic on what it could be, and what he's found out is one of the cables has died. So we have two cables running to the actual servo motor there, so the Siemens servo. The green one there is for the encoder, and the orange one there is for the power supply, so basically to drive the motor, being a 3-phase. So it's four strands of wire in there, 2.5 mil, 3 power and 1 earth. So what we're going to do is pull that cable out and replace it with a new cable. Actually, the cable that they've put in there is just pretty much standard cable. We'll be using a shielded cable. I'll take you out and show you shortly what I mean by shielded cable. Got the covers off, just wanted to make sure what I could do anyway. I'm not great on electronics. I'm more of a mechanical man than an electronics man. Electrical I'm okay, but electronics I'm a little bit lost. But the mechanical side of it, no drama. But I just checked before I started making an expensive phone call to get the Siemens guy to come and have a look what was wrong with what was going on with the drive, and everything seemed good. Still got to pull a couple more covers off to get in to pull that cable out. I've got to feed it out. So basically just get over the back, so the Y-axis cover's got to come completely off, so I can pull the cable back out through there and out through the back of the machine out to the drive. Just by why I got you here as well, I just sort of show you the machine skates I've got made up for this, so I can move this machine in and out. So I keep it close to the wall, as I might have shown you in an earlier video, or you might have seen in another video, and I'm able to basically roll the machine in and out, not as I want to, like a shopping trolley or anything like that, but I have to raise up the actual whole machine and then be able to roll it out. But I'll show you that, and sort of might help for you. Got a bit of helpful information, I suppose, for those guys who have limited space like I do. I don't have too bad a space, but it's slowly filling up as you buy with any business. As you keep progressing in your business, you start to buy more and more equipment, and you start running out of room. So it's just an idea if that might work for you guys. If you ever got something that you want to be able to get into the back of, maybe once or 2 times, possibly a year or in a lifetime, and you can push the machine in and out as need be, whatever that might be. So just raise the machine up, push it out, and then lower it down into a safe position, and then lift it up and push it back when you're finished doing what you need to do. So mostly at the back of the machine, you've just need access to the electrical cabinet. There's generally not much else, and depending on the age of the machine, depending on how often, but generally the cabinets, you don't really opening them that much, but it is a hassle opening and closing the door. But I'll take you around to show you the back of the machine. I've pretty much got enough room to drive down here now. Normally this is about 250 mil or 10 inches off the wall, so I've just got it off the wall a little way so I can actually get into the back of the machine. So I've got tool holders down the bottom there and a few tools in the back here. So I make use of the space in the back here. There's not much else you can use this cabinet for the lube system as well. The center cover there is the back of the actual turret itself, I suppose you could say, and the electrical cabinet is down the other end, just in front of where that green bin is. So we can see the sticker on the door there. So that's all the electrics in there. I won't worry about showing you inside. There's actually nothing turned on at the moment anyway. It's not a lot to see. But just take you down and show you those machine skates for those, as I say, might be interested. You just make them up yourself. It's something I made. I'm pretty sure you could either make it yourself or get someone to make it for you. Just get a bit of light in there. So just your sort of standard type machine skates. I've just made the whole lot up. I haven't brought, the only thing that I've brought is these hydraulic rams and these nylon rollers. So I've just made everything else up, just flat bar, just black steel, and just made up a couple of bushings in there just to space the wheels out evenly, and just the hydraulic tube there with a porta power jack. Just bringing it over to that for those not familiar with what a power jack is. So just that sort of thing you probably see on a fairly typical hydraulic press. So at the moment I've got a nice amount of space in here, and that's the idea of it. It's just push it in and out. It rolls in and out pretty easily. It's surprising how easy, even though the machine weighs about, I think it's around about 3.5, 4 tonne, I think. It does roll fairly easily. Once you start, just push on a little bit, it just glides. And I suppose the question is, what happens if the machine comes off the skates? It'll just drop on the floor, wouldn't it? But I've got this plate made up that I fitted on the back here. And what happens is they eventually get it right. These rams raise up into a key, basically inside, so it's locked in there, so it can't go forward or back. So all you're basically worried about there is if you're pushing on the machine and the skates stop and the machine does it, it's just gonna fall off the skates, obviously. Then it's a major pain in the ass. Then you've got the machine sitting on the floor there, and so that'll be an absolute pain if you've got yourself in that position and trying to get the machine up off the actual floor again. I don't have a forklift, and even if I did, it's not great access to get into my shop with all the machines in here now. But nice big machine feet there, and just mark the spot where they go. So the theory is, and that's the theory is, just push the machine back in and they should pretty much fall into place. Just lower it down and hopefully it's going to fall back into a reasonable level. I don't have to muck around too much to level the machine up again. I probably won't get as pedantic as I did last time I used the machine level when I first got the machine and leveled it. Got all, as you do when you get your new gear, you always get so fussy about it. It's like a new car or whatever it is, you get really fussy, and then as time goes on you lose interest in it. But yeah, hopefully the feet just drop into these spots here. And just one's been pushed out the way. When the tech was in here, just pushed it out the way. So I've just, as you can see, the circle there. So it's just a pretty good spot, marked the spot where they actually go. So I want to roll the machine back. It's just a matter of just lining them up as I'm lowering it back down again. And hopefully the machine comes within, well, of course I wish it had just been dead level when I put it back down, but obviously that's not going to happen. Depends on how fussy I want to get. But I won't be getting as fussy as I was before, so I won't be surprised. It's pretty level with a building type of level. With your standard bubble level, but when I originally leveled it, it was actually within, I think the machine level, I think the scale on it's 0.01, I think, yeah, 0.01 millimeters over a meter. So I got it to that degree of perfect. So if I put this back down, I'm sure if I put a machine level on there, it'll be out, but if I put a normal bubble level on there, it'll probably be absolutely perfect. But if you've ever used a machine level, you know how you can just about go insane trying to use them and trying to get equipment level. If you're not that familiar with them, they do sort of do your head in a little bit if you're trying to get pedantic. But there is a bit of a knack to using them. But just shake you over and show you the actual cables I'm going to be replacing. I just sort of bring you in on this to sort of show you a couple of things what I'm doing in my shop and maybe show you that machine skate. So I've got one at the front as well. I've got the coolant tank pushed in at the moment, so it's a bit hard to get in there, but sort of you get the gist of it anyway. If you want any more information about how I've built it or whatever, just let me know in the comments. Happy to share any information about it. And just bringing you over to show you the cable that we're going to be replacing it with. So it's a shielded cable, a lot larger as you can probably see, braided and nylon coating over the outside, 4 core, as you can probably see there, 4 core. 3 and an earth and 2.5 mil. So that's what I'll be replacing that cable with anyway. Well, I'll be pulling the cable through, but I've got a mate who's a Sparky who'll be doing all the connecting. I'll just be doing the dirty work or the hard part of it. He just has to walk in and basically connect it up. So he's just going to call by after work and do the connection for me. And then I'm about 90% confident that that's the problem anyway. We've tested the servo drive and the servo motor, they're both good, and found that, well, the Siemens guy did anyway, got him to come down and have a look because I thought there was a bit more major, otherwise I would have got my Sparky mate to come and do it, but I wasn't thinking it was that basic. I was expecting like a drive to be gone or something, or the motor's burnt out or something big like that, but luckily it's not a major thing. It cost me $300 for the service tech to come, the pretty standard sort of fee, but not too bad considering some of them charge anything from minimum 4 hours or high hourly rates. So you get caught either way. So it's $150 to turn up and $150 for every hour. They did offer to run the cable for me, but just the price of the cable. They already put another 100% markup on the cable alone. They already, I think they bought 10 meters of this cable, I think, for just under $100, and they were quoting me about $20 per meter. So yeah, and then plus the time to come and do it. So $150 for the electrician to turn up, and then $150 for every hour he's standing there dicking around putting the cable in. And I'm sure he won't be here for an hour, I can pretty much guarantee it. So the way I worked it out is do some basic maths. For their electrician to turn up, $150, just over $200 for the cable, or we'll call it $150 for every hour, and I'm pretty sure I'll be getting up to $650, you know, easily. He won't be doing it in 1 hour. He'll probably start mucking around, dragging it on, and as they do, knowing that they've scammed me a little bit on the cable, I'm a little bit disappointed. They're normally not too bad, but yeah, charging me double the going rate for the cable. And my mate just told me what cable to get. He said, you just get the cable and put the cable through, I'll come do the connecting. So he just told me what I needed, and there was no special rate. This is just a walk-in off the street price. So they've still put that much margin on it, and you know very well if you're trade you get less, and they've put double on retail. So you know, I've just walked in and paid just under $100 for 10 meters. They were going to charge me over $200 for exactly the same cable. Yeah, not bad, eh? So when I heard that, I thought, not sure. They were sort of waiting for an answer to find out what I wanted to do, and when they sort of said $200 for the cable, I thought it seemed okay, but then when I called my mate and he said, no, it sounds a bit expensive, give so-and-so a call and go down there and get the cable from this shop. He didn't do me any special phone calls, you know, preempt anything or anything like that. It was just me ringing up and asking for a price from a electrical wholesaler that he recommended, and they gave me a price, and I went down there straight away and grabbed the cable. So, and that's where we're up to with it at the moment. So we're just waiting for this, get time to put this cable in, amongst the other panic jobs that I've got on at the moment, that's sort of stressing me out at the moment, because with that machine down now, it's for a few days now waiting for the Siemens guy to turn up. Now jobs that keep coming in, or jobs that have still to be done, haven't been done yet, and customers are getting a bit stressed about when can we have our parts. So not a good position to be in. But yeah, the joys of owning a CNC machine, or any machine, but CNC especially, because it's not much you can sort of do yourself. You've got to wait for other people to come and help you out. But that'll probably do for this video. I can't think of much else to talk about in this video. I probably just wanted to show you a couple of things, you know, sort of day in the life of us both for me, you know, dramas with the CNC machine, and just show you that machine scope. That'll probably do for this one. Hopefully you got something out of it, enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye for now.